Hello, hello. We did it. The final day of virtual market just concluded. Honestly, a day filled with me taking a bunch of notes on everything that I learned. Four amazing sessions that all brought new elements to light about ways in which we can respond to COVID 19 as the design community. First, we had David Duane. He talked about the effects of COVID on public spaces.
And so I don't think the spaces are going to change, but the kinds of spaces that are available to you are going to change. And for us, from like a business standpoint, what we're talking about right now is, there are about to be 150,000 kitchens without businesses attached to them. And what does that mean for us? Who are the likely people that are going to go get those leases at pennies on the dollar? And then how do we reconcept that and get it to market as soon as possible? So there is going to be a huge amount of opportunity for carpet bagging, I guess. But that's one way to look at it. But the other way to look at it is just how to get things back online as fast as possible, both for the good of your business, the good of the community, because who wants to see a bunch of closed spaces, and the good of the employees who are going to need to be working in these places.
Then we had Jen Obermeyer. She talked about ways in which you can get organized and take this time right now to figure out the best ways to work moving forward in this virtual environment.
All right, so yes, what is the big deal if you don't do anything about this? Well, in the immediate sense, it might not be, which is the problem, right? Because when you are winging it, you don't necessarily see how it is starting to take a toll on, as we said, lack of client communication can ruin the reputation of a business. The leadership and team building that you have likely invested in over the past years can also kind of go down the drain when you are not setting the standard for how our team is going to communicate. Are they expecting you to reply to emails at 11 o'clock at night? And you don't want to set the standard with them that you're going to be checking in on them on Zoom and trying to get things done when they're I kind of need to I need more time. So we don't want that to happen. We also don't want to get to the point where you are so scattered with the way that you're managing things that now you can't even trust yourself to follow through. And you're having those sleepless night big question marks that I mentioned. And then the other big deal is that project budgets will continue to go way over in terms of money and time. And then there's heightened emotions all around, which, as we know, will affect you at home. And there is already no separation of home and work right now. So that's honestly the last thing that we need to be bringing into our life. All right.
Then we had Equa SCN. She did an amazing job of really taking a large look at exactly how a design firm can focus on this transition to being fully virtual and the steps that they can take now to best represent their brands online.
Start thinking about how you translate what you physically did in the physical world that we're now all sheltering at home, how that would translate to something online, okay? There are virtual water coolers. That's what I want to leave you with. So lastly, operations, start small and scale. I threw up a bunch of software here, tools, etc. So you're going to start thinking about what are the best tools to use for your business now that you're going to be working online, okay? And it could include any of these: Vision, Canva. I do a lot on Canva, Pinterest, and some of these you may hate, but love to hate, whatever. But start thinking about what they are, purchase them, and to use them for your business. Next, you want to think about setting up web and marketing analytics. This is kind of advanced. If you want to improve your search engine results for people that are Googling for design and different things that you've niched down to, you want to start thinking about SEO, Google Analytics for your website. Facebook Pixel could help you understand the audiences of people that visit your website. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Facebook or IG Insights will let you understand about the people that are clicking on your content that you're posting.
Lastly, Justin walked us through bookkeeping and tips that interior designers and design firms can use as they may have additional time if projects are frozen to focus on ways they can improve their bookkeeping. I definitely learned a lot. Here's a little bit from Justin.
So there are three tiers of client billing in the design industry. One is your upfront design fee that's oftentimes based on the number of rooms, the size of the house. And what your client is paying you for here is the big picture stuff. Color scheme, design, furniture layout, creating a budget if that's part of your project. That would all be in your design fee. And the one thing I recommend to my clients about that is that you break it up into a certain number of installments. That's good for two reasons. One, it's easier for your clients to accept paying a $15,000 fee over 3 months. But more importantly for you, it defines the period of what is the design process before, when we're still in the big picture mode, before they should get to making specific choices and sending you a check for those purchases. So if you say that we're going to split this over 3 months, the idea isn't that day one of month 4, you say, hey, I'm off the clock now, or give me another fee. But a week into month 4, or if you're at the end of that period and they haven't made a lot of progress, it gives you a natural, already defined time frame to say, hey, we either need to add another month to this because you're still in design mode, but you want to make sure that you're not in that period with a fixed fee for too long.
We had an awesome virtual market, over 700 people participating, but this is just our first virtual market. We're going to be doing this again, so stay tuned. Make sure that you get on our email lists and our newsletters if you're interested in taking part in the next session. Anything that you missed, anything that you'd like to learn about, all of it's available for free on our website. If you go to vision.co/virtual market, you can see all of the sessions that took place, access all of the resources that our experts have mentioned, as well as check out the exhibitors. We had over 40 exhibitors take part, showcasing what they would have shown you at High Point Market or other canceled events, as well as if their showrooms are closed right now, which high likelihood is that they are. Thank you again to all of our speakers, exhibitors, and attendees. This market was amazing and spectacular, something that was excellent to take part in, especially right now. I can't thank you enough, and if you're interested again in learning more, just go to vision.co/virtual market.